from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So, Saggies, in today's reading, I'm going to give you one card from the Archangel Michael, one from the Travelers deck, Sacred Travelers Oracle cards. Do your reading and then clarify it. So, let us get started. All right, so Sagittarius, I hope you're doing well. Really take care of yourself. We're in a Mercury retrograde, so really take your time with things, okay? All right, so let's see what's going on in your reading. One card for Saggies for their highest good. Wow. It says, uncovering treasure. Beneath the surface lies great bounty. So, yeah, you might not even think that nothing good is coming towards you because you've been through so much, right? But, there's treasure there. There's abundance there. So they're saying, hey, you may not see it, but it's there, okay? It's in divine timing. I do believe that you will see it very soon, though. Let's see what's going on with this one with Archangel Michael. What do you have to say, Archangel Michael? All right, he says, the way forward is open. You're not trapped. Possibilities and opportunities abound. I will guide you to personal and spiritual freedom. Wow. That's nice. Very nice. So, keep going forward. Don't be afraid of it. Find your courage, find your confidence to do what it is that you need to do. Okay. Very nice. The way forward is open. You are not trapped. That no matter what it is that you're going through, you're still going to be moving forward. Okay. That's what I feel. All right. So let's do this. Sagittarius, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Saggies. Saggies. One for the current. This is for Sagittarius for their highest good. One for the situation, past or now. One for what's hidden, for the hopes and the fears, for what you need to do now, what you need to work on, and the outcome. Wow, look at that. All right, so so there is a new path here. There's also a new person coming through. Really trust how you're feeling and what you're feeling, okay? Really have that compassion and forgiveness for everything that's going on. There's a lot of change that's going to come through. Really trust your intuition, you guys. Really trust your intuition. I cannot express that more than anything, okay? So, so we start off with the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups says that there is a decision here that you're going to contemplate. Could be making a decision on someone or a career or something like that, but there's definitely some kind of decision here. Could also be an offer here for you also. With the Moon card here, I do feel like there are times that you're not seeing clearly, or maybe you're not seeing clearly right now. I feel like you really need to look at things differently. I feel like you need to trust your intuition and use your intuition also. You do have the Three of Wands here. The Three of Wands is talking about is in the past or now. I do believe that you're making plans, trying to make plans. I feel like there's traveling here. I feel like you're trying to move forward, definitely. I feel like it's now. Well, we'll see with the cards though, but I do believe it's now. You do have the Ten of Pentacles, which is very nice. Material successes here. I feel like you're going to have more than enough for everything that you need or trying to do. We'll definitely see what it is here. I feel like you want that strong foundation, that stability. You have the Eight of Swords here for the hopes and fears. There's definitely something that you are not seeing, something that you're not wanting to deal with, something that you're not wanting to say maybe. But there's just like they're asking you to take that blindfold off. I feel like you could be feeling like you're stuck also. You do have the Sun card for what you need to do now, and that's really think positive about everything that's going on. You may not there's a lot around us, and there's a lot of things going within us. The energies are flowing through. Mercury retrograde is here. Planets are shifting all over. We got all this stuff going on around the countries, and it's just so much. Really think positive in everything that you're doing. And try to stay away from the media if you can. I know it's difficult, but just try. Try to keep that peace within you, but really definitely think positive in everything that's going on. See the good of it, okay? See the good in it. You do have the death card here for the what you need to work on, and there's going to be a lot of changes. Going through a lot of changes right now. A huge transformation you're going through. Wow. Ah, yes, that's crazy. I didn't even notice that till right now. And then you have the Judgment card. So you are definitely changing. You look at this. You look at this card in particular, the way the graphic is on it, you see the hands on the bottom, and you see the bird coming out, rising from the old, rising above from anything that kept them down. It's like almost as if you're awakening to things, and this is exactly what this card is saying. You are definitely awakening to a lot of new things because the old you is not there. It's like it's leaving. New you is finally changing. Things are finally going to change for you. Wow. Very, very nice. All right, so Sagittarius, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is going to be for Saggies. Saggies. Two of Cups. Why is it Two of Cups here for Sagittarius? Wow. Okay. So this is big right here because I'm going to tell you right now, there's a decision that you're making. For some of you guys, it could be a decision about a career that's going on. I mean, not a career, a relationship that's going on. And I feel like you're leaving something behind. It could have been an offer. It could have been a relationship. It could have been a career. Whatever it is, whatever it is, you're leaving it behind because not only do you have the Two of Cups here, there's that decision, right? You're making a very important decision about something or someone. And you also have the Eight of Cups, which signifies that, you're looking at your value. You're looking at how you're doing things. You're looking at that you don't have to stay where you're at because you are definitely walking into a new direction. I feel with the Six of Cups also here, Six of Swords right next to it, if you look at these two pictures, they're both leaving something, and that's you leaving something behind, not wanting to stay where you're there, where you're not wanted or not important, and I feel like you're leaving something. You're realizing your worth. You're realizing your value, that you're going to go on this new path, and that's what it is. That's here, a new path, because things are going to get better for you. Things are going to you're leaving all these obstacles behind and moving on to something better. It's beautiful. Love that. You have the Moon card here. And why is the Moon here? All right, so you do have the Moon card here, and they're asking you to really trust your intuition on things. There are times when you're not really seeing clearly, maybe you need to step back and see things differently. But I feel like at times you're not really seeing what's in front of you or what's ahead of you. And I feel like that your intuition could be clouded because I feel like you're in your feelings a lot. You have the King of Cups here, and the King of Cups is saying that, they're asking you to really keep your emotions balanced, really keep the way you're speaking to people, the way you are doing things, better, communicate better. Try not to be harsh or mean or anything like that. Also feel like you need to, that I feel like you're letting your emotions get in the way of things, of your decisions, of what you're trying to do. They're asking you, try not to let your emotions get in the way. Try to keep them balanced, okay? Also with the Five of Pentacles here, I feel like at times, you feel alone. You feel like you're abandoned or left out in the cold for some reason. I feel like you carry that with you, like, like, yeah, I'm just gonna be by myself, I'm not gonna have enough, and you will, but this is just temporary. You're feeling like this because you're going through so much right now. Your emotions are getting the best of you right now. Okay, so there's a lot of change that you're going through, Saggies. A lot of change. Don't be so mean to yourself or harsh to yourself the way you talk to yourself or the way you're thinking. Okay, really try to keep your emotions balanced. Try to keep your emotions positive about everything, because it is temporary. It's not like you're not gonna be like this all the time. Trust me, you're not. Things are gonna get better. You do have the Three of Wands here for the past or now. I do believe it's now. I do believe you're going to be moving forward. I do believe that you're going to have plans, you're going to be making plans soon for the things that you want. The Three of Wands is talking about having patience, that you're ready to move forward, that you're going to. I also feel like, you could be making plans and not telling anybody about it. Could also be receiving something, like waiting on something to come in for you. Very nice. And I think it's now. You have the Ten of Pentacles up here. And why is the Ten of Pentacles here for Sagittarius? And what's hidden? Wow. There's a lot of change here for you. I feel like I feel like you want that strong foundation, that stability in the material success here. I feel like you want to have enough money for everything, and I feel like you struggle of, of wanting to, having to find that security. I feel like you're having a hard time, with, I want this material success. I want this stability. I want this success. I want this comfort. I feel like you could be waiting on something like to come in, like, or you just want it, very badly, so you don't have to like, you don't have to worry about it anymore. And we all do. And I do feel like things are going to change for you for the better. I do believe that, because this is hidden, I do believe that that material success is going to come in, because I feel like that abundance is going to come in. But there is things that are going to change for you because you have the Tower card here. Regardless of how we see things or what we do, things are changing, and they're going to change for you again. It could be a change in your finances. It could be whatever it is, but there's going to change. Okay. But it's not going to leave you to where, oh my God, I don't have no money. There is something coming in. Okay. You do have the Wheel of Fortune, and the Wheel of Fortune is saying that you've accomplished a lot. The wheel is turning in your favor. Your luck is changing for the better. Things are changing. Definitely going to change. Okay. So just know that. Karma is here. Anything that has been done wrong, you don't need to go out there and, do anything. Just let the universe, let our Lord or whoever you pray to do it. Okay. But it is going to be the wheel is turning in your favor. You've done everything that you could. New experiences are now coming in. Things are going to change for you for the better. You have the Eight of Swords down here for the hopes and fears. And why is the Eight of Swords here? For Saggies. Wow, look at that. So you do have the Eight of Swords. And you look at her closely. She's got this blindfold around her. She's stuck there right in the middle of those swords. She can move, though. She can move. She can go through them. She's not, her arms are loose. She can walk through. Nothing is holding her back, but she's holding herself back. And that's what that blindfold is. They're asking you to take off that blindfold so that you can see what's in front of you, so that you can start dealing with whatever it is that you need to start dealing with. They're asking you to really take off that blindfold, because you could be feeling like you're stuck. Or you could be feeling like, you don't want to deal with things, but you need to. Okay. You have the Justice card and the Death card here. So there's a lot of things that have changed for you, and they will change. I feel like things are going to balance out for you. I feel like if you're dealing with anything legally, it's time to deal with it. to and now also too, I'm getting that somebody here could be getting a divorce also, so or being going through these legal matters. But things are changing. Something is coming to an end. The truth is coming out. You know, there's some kind of truth that you're going to see, that you're going to feel. Something is here about that. So just know that. And it's going to change how you're seeing things. It's going to change how you're doing things and how you're seeing things. Um, and you're also going through a huge transformation because you have this death card here. So you yourself are not the same person anymore. You yourself are changing. So remember that, okay? You have the sun card here. And why is the sun card and what you need to do now? Where's that huge woman card? So you really need to start taking it easy. You really need to start thinking positive. You really need to start going within. Clear your mind. Find that peace within you, because I feel like you're looking for answers. You yourself are. Okay. But I feel like the sun is shining on you. The sun is going to start shining on you. I feel like you're going to start feeling better. But it's up to you to think positive. It's up to you to make these decisions. It's up to you to take it easy now. Okay. It's time for you to, because I feel like you're searching for answers, and I feel like you're really looking for them and wanting them, but they're telling you, hey, it's time to slow down. Keep everything balanced. Try to go within and find that peace. Try to get yourself grounded. Try to get away from all this chaos, so you can think clearly and see clearly. You have the death card here. And why is the death card here? Wow. So things are definitely going to change, okay? So just know that. You do have the death card. There was endings. There's been endings. There's been endings that have been coming through. Also too, you have changed a lot. You're not that same person that you used to be. You're ready for this new thing to come in. You're ready for it. You have the Page of Wands here, and the Page of Wands is definitely talking about, they're asking you to believe in yourself, that to go with these changes, to not be afraid of these changes that are coming through. Okay. To be open to explore different things, to have patience for everything. Okay. Because there is messages coming through. There's new opportunities coming in also. And there's a new path here that's coming through also. And that's this one. Really know that you're going to be moving forward no matter what, even if it feels like it's not, even if it feels that, well, I'm never going to get over this, or I'm never going to, be able to move on. You will. Okay. But it just takes time. It is definitely in divine timing. And it's like they say, on this card, you're not stuck. You're not trapped. They're going to help. You're going to be pushed forward no matter what, because that's what Archangel Michael says. And even this card here says it. You right now, everything may seem chaotic. Everything may seem like, you're never going to get out of it, but you will. And when you do, there's going to be something good for you there. Okay. So just know that, Saggies. Don't give up on anything. Don't give up on anything, because things are going to get better. Trust me. You have the Judgment card here. And why is the Judgment here? Wow. So, you are definitely going to wake up, okay? Because you're going to go through a lot. There's a lot of stuff here it's going to change a lot for you. So just know that. There is an ending here. The Ten of Swords is here. It could be painful. Could be, because you're walking away from stuff and you're leaving stuff and you're going in a different direction. There was an ending here, or there's an ending coming in. But whenever there's an ending coming in, there's always a new beginning. Remember that endings always bring new beginnings. So if something, it's only making, like, if something leaves your life, a relationship, an obstacle, or something, if something leaves your life, it's only because they're making room for something else to come in. Okay, so just know that. And then you have the Nine of Swords. Try to stay out of your mind. Try your best to not worry about things. Try your best to just keep going, okay? Just keep going. Try your best to do what you need to do. But try not to worry. I know it's difficult. I know it's hard. My son is out there in another country out there in the middle of all this stuff that's going on. And I am worried. I worry, I worry, I worry. And there's like, I'm sleeping with one eye open for the phone. But, excuse me. But you need to try also not to worry, okay? Try your best to do whatever it is to get out of your mind about things. Excuse me. All right, so Saggies, take it easy, Saggies. You're going to be okay. Remember, things are going to push you forward. But I feel like it's going to be worth it. All right, Saggies. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. God bless.